Hi everyone, how's it going? It's Trace here, the Irish Tarot Girl. I'm here with your weekly reading for the August the 2nd to August 9th. This reading there'll be 3 cards representing the upcoming week. I'm going to be using for this week's reading a new deck that I've gotten, the Ocean Tarot deck. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a Scorpio, so I love all things watery and beachy and oceanic and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's a good box. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about. I've bought a couple of decks now, and they've turned out to be like just random decks from like China, and I didn't really have any idea, and I think they're all kind of AI decks, which there are so many. I'm an artist, or I try to be myself, and I don't know how I feel about loads of AI decks flooding the market when there are so many amazing tarot and oracle decks out there by amazing artists and people. So I'm reserving judgment on this one. Yeah, let's just use it and see how we get on. And I feel like there's a lot going on in the world this week. There's a lot of stuff going on with women and women's issues, and I really feel the need to dive into using some more feminine decks, especially this week. So this one, there's a lot of like feminine vibes going on in it. And I want to pull a couple of cards from this, the Feminine Wisdom Oracle by Leah Androic. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. If it's not, I'm really sorry. But anyway, let's get going. First things first, I have 2 little friends here. These I keep on my desk at all times. This one is from my son Henry. He made it in preschool like 2 years ago. And this one is from my daughter. I love Mama. Also made in preschool, same preschool, about 3 years ago. So these live on my desk, so I thought they would be a little bit of a fun addition to my reading. Anyway, let's get going. 3 cards for what we can expect this coming week. I've already shuffled the deck, but the sides are beautiful. Look at that, that's really, really pretty, the iridescence. So this is why I'm kind of torn about this deck, because it's nice in a lot of ways, but I don't know. Anyway, what is coming up for next week? They're a bit sticky on the edges. These ones with this kind of stuffed glittery edges tend to be a little bit harder to shuffle. So the middle of the week. I'm all thumbs today. Okay. Zoom in a little bit here. Right. So, the beginning of the week. 2 of Treasure. So treasure in this deck is Pentacles. And this is 2 of Pentacles. Again, see lots of mermaidy watery feminine energy. So Two of Treasure. This one very much, so usually the Two of Pentacles is someone who is juggling two coins. But from this, it doesn't look like she's juggling them. To me, this looks like they've fallen into the water and she's like swimming up to meet them or to catch them. And we have this, it's almost like a whirlpool going on over the top of her. So it's like she's swimming up to meet these two coins, and these two coins are falling down from the top to meet her. So usually it means juggling opportunities, juggling things, trying to keep things balanced financially, or, you know, things in our work, just trying to juggle things and keep everything, keeping all the balls up in the air. But this card, what I'm getting from it is opportunities coming in. And we might have opportunities that are presented to us or that are just there, ready to swim up to meet, ready to go after. And we might be presented with these opportunities and we can decide to swim up to meet them, or we can just let them fall. So we might start off the week with some opportunities coming in, which is nice. And treasure, of course, you know, I think that's a good omen. And she looks very happy about it as well. Look at her. Ah, I'm so happy. Woo. Wow, I don't see any straps holding up that bra. She's very, very, very brave. Anyway, so Two of Treasure we're starting off the week with. Then in the middle of the week, Seven of Pearls. Pearls represent, I want to say, cups. Yes, cups. So this is the Seven of Cups in a regular deck. And again, choices. So see what I mean about the AI kind of images? I'm assuming this is done with AI. See the way these have been superimposed over, like, wouldn't that have been good there? Or, I don't know, I just don't think the layout and the font is terribly good. But anyway, pretty card nonetheless. So Seven of Cups is usually about lots of choices and not knowing what to do, not knowing what to pick. A lot of people say this is the card of illusion and delusion. For me, it's a card of choices and being frozen into procrastination, or being frozen into, have you ever heard the term decision fatigue? I get that so much, that you just don't know what to do. There are so many things on offer, you just don't know what to do. And look at her, she's there, all these beautifully colored pearls on front of her. I was going to say balls, pearls on front of her. And she doesn't look happy. She looks worried. She's looking off into the distance and she's afraid. You can see that she's afraid. She's afraid to pick anything. But the one thing that I will say with this is, if you have choices coming up during the week, and like this card, like I said, I also think represents opportunities coming in. No decision is a decision. And I always tell myself that if I don't know what to do and I'm holding off deciding on something, that is a decision. So maybe the best thing to do in the middle of the week is to not choose anything, to just sit back and just let things be. And then the end of the week, Queen of Spears. Spears is swords, which is probably evident or self-evident. And the Queen of Swords is the thinking lady, the analytical, thought-driven. She plans, she strategizes, she calculates things in her head. Now, it's not reversed, which would be to be calculating, but it also represents an air sign person. So that would be Libra, Aquarius. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Help me, shout at me. But again, it's being in your head, having to think about things and make choices, and making rational, analytical choices. Not thinking about things with your heart or your emotions, but thinking about things rationally and clearly with your head. So whatever all of these decisions that are coming in, and we have Treasure, which is Pentacles, and we have Cups. So it could be money things, it could be emotional, relationship things, choices that are coming in. We have a lot of choices to make next week, or not make, because that is also a choice. To not make a choice is a choice. And this lady tells us at the beginning of the week that we have to sit back, take it all in, think about things, get away from communication blackout, give yourself some time. I need to take my own advice. Take yourself away from people, devices, all of those things, to really think things through so that you can make the best decisions or choices that you can. So this is an interesting week, lots of choices coming up. There are a lot of men in this deck, but we've gotten 3 women. So a very feminine energy week, which is so interesting given what I said at the start of the reading, that I felt I needed to do a feminine energy reading. And just trust yourself that you can make the best decision possible. And it's like, it's going to be like not big life-changing decisions, but just day-to-day things. So don't worry too much. You got this. I believe in you. I say that to my kids all the time. You got this. I believe in you. Which is funny, because if anyone knows Ireland or Irish people, they don't say that. So that's why I say it, because it sounds funny coming from an Irish person. So now I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Feminine Wisdom deck, which is gorgeous. Look at the back. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. So what do we need to know? It says awaken your intuitive energy. So let's pull a couple of cards to awaken our feminine wisdom. What do we need to know for the coming week? I feel like I actually might just want to pull one card. So I'm gonna. Okay. What do we need to know for next week? Okay. We have surrender. Oh my God. That is the most perfect card given the reading. Like I said, sometimes no decision is a decision. Just surrender and let things be. Letting go, releasing. Surrender. Beautiful. And look, this is her solar plexus here, your seat of personal power. And she's opening it up to the world. She's releasing everything from her solar plexus, which is releasing that power, personal power and feminine energy, and going for things, just letting it all go. So you got this, people. I believe in you. So that has been your weekly tarot reading for August 2nd to August 9th. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you again next week. Take care. See you all soon. Bye.